Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us for this update on our efforts to promote the health and safety of our city. Joining me this morning are Liz Elliott with Lincoln Transportation and Utilities, Pat Lopez with the Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department, Peter Hind with the Urban Development Department, Lincoln City Councilmember Brody Weber, and Jim Macy, Director of the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy. We also have several of our water team members here, including Lincoln Water System Manager Steve Owen. I want to thank our water team for the incredible work that they do day in and day out to provide safe, high-quality drinking water for everyone in our community. We also have a number of members from our health team who have been committed to getting the lead out for quite some time. And we, as part of our work at the city to be the safest and healthiest capital city in America, today we're taking a major step forward in pursuit of that objective. We launched our Lead Safe Lincoln initiative back in 2022, a collaborative effort across multiple city departments to proactively prevent lead exposure with a targeted focus on keeping children living in older housing stock safe and healthy. This work is important and it's ongoing. And today we're pleased to be here together to announce another strategy that we're taking to prevent lead exposure in people of all ages. The city is launching a new multi-year lead service line replacement program. We're kicking off the program's first phase this year by replacing up to 200 lead water service lines in homes and businesses at no cost to the property owners. Over the next 5 years, we anticipate being able to replace up to 2,000 service lines. We're incredibly grateful to our state and federal partners, to the Biden-Harris administration for their efforts to pass the bipartisan infrastructure law, which provided the funds for the $32.6 million loan funding for this program, and especially to Director Macy and our partners at the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy. Thank you so much for your efforts to support this launch and for administering the loan through the Nebraska Drinking Water State Revolving Fund. Now, here to provide more details on our program is Lincoln Transportation and Utilities Director Liz Elliott.
Thank you, Mayor. At Lincoln Transportation and Utilities, our team is focused on the health and safety of our community. For years, our team has been replacing lead and lead-contaminated galvanized service lines and pipes owned by homeowners across Lincoln as we come across them when replacing the city's older water main infrastructure. Today, we are excited to announce even more efforts to get the lead out as we begin to actively identify and replace lead water service lines in private homes and businesses that may have these materials. Water service lines are the smaller pipes that connect to your home or business to the city's public water main located under the street. This service line provides property owners with access to fresh, high-quality water around the clock. Homes and businesses built before 1950 may have lead or lead-contaminated galvanized steel service lines. These privately owned lines have the potential to add lead to the water at the home or business. Our goal is to identify and replace all of those lines with new, safe, copper service lines by the year 2035. This is an important program to our team and our community because exposure to lead can cause health problems in adults and children. In order to prioritize the upcoming water service line replacements, LTU developed criteria based on the Environmental Protection Agency, better known as EPA's, recommendations. To determine the initial properties served by the program, our team at LTU is utilizing the following criteria. Areas where property records show a greater density of lead and lead-contaminated galvanized service lines, data showing elevated blood levels in children, social vulnerability data, and the risk of lead exposure due to the amount of lead in service lines. With potentially 6,000 service line replacements needed in Lincoln, this program will take time as our plumbing contractors proceed from property to property. The city will continue to identify properties to be served annually as the program progresses. These updates will be available on our website at lincoln.ne.gov/leadsafe. For property owners who are scheduled to receive lead service line replacements, your cooperation through the program is vital to its success. The city's contracted plumbers will reach out to you when it's time for your replacement. Property owners will receive a letter in the mail from the city notifying you that your water service line is included in the city's service line replacement program. The city will ask you to submit a photograph of your service line near your water meter using the information you received in the mail. We will then ask you to sign an agreement to allow the city's licensed plumber to work on your property. And finally, we will ask that you allow the city's licensed plumber access to your home or business to inspect and replace your service line. The lead service line replacement program is key to reducing property owners' exposure to lead and may also help increase the property's overall value. On average, a single water service line replacement can cost a homeowner an estimated $8,000. These are typically the owner's responsibility. This new program makes these replacements possible at no cost to homeowners or businesses. For those of you who may have properties constructed before the 1950s but are not in the identified census tract at this time, we encourage you to go to our lead service line replacement website at lincoln.ne.gov/leadsafe for help determining if your service line is lead or lead-contaminated galvanized pipe and what you can do until the program reaches your neighborhood. This replacement program is made possible through the great work that the EPA and NDEE continue to do in funding programs like this across Nebraska and the country. Here in Lincoln, with their assistance, we are making it a priority to fund and conduct these replacements for property owners. We will continue to find additional ways to fund this effort through loans, grants, and other funding to ensure safe service lines for our entire community. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Director Elliott. Our Lead Safe Lincoln initiative also includes efforts to prevent and reduce the risk of lead exposure to keep children and families safe. And I'd now like to invite up to the podium Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Director Pat Lopez to share progress that we've made in this aspect of Lead Safe Lincoln, thanks to the incredible work of her team over at the Health Department. Director Lopez?
Thank you, Mayor. We're pleased with the addition of LTU's lead pipe replacement program to Lead Safe Lincoln. When we work together, we have a profound impact on the health and safety of our community. Protecting children from lead is important to a lifetime of good health. As part of Lead Safe Lincoln, the Health Department helps reduce the risk of lead exposure in children by providing lead testing and identifying and removing lead hazards in homes. Lead in the body can lead to long-term effects on a child's development, learning, and behavior. Fortunately, lead levels can be measured with a simple blood test. To prevent the long-term effects of lead exposure, children should be tested at 12 and 24 months. The Health Department offers lead testing for children through its on-site public health clinic, and many healthcare providers also offer lead testing. From October 22 through September of 23, just over 4,500 initial lead tests were provided to children in our community, and 82 children tested positive for lead. When a child tests positive for lead, the Health Department provides a public health nurse to assist families. We conduct an environmental assessment to determine lead risk, assure access to healthcare providers for follow-up testing and treatment, and provide referrals for support resources. High lead levels in children are typically caused by environmental exposure in the home. Lead-based paint, found in many homes built before 1978, is one, and lead-contaminated dust and the most common and hazardous sources for lead in children. Lead dust can get on children's hands, toys, bottles, and other objects. Soil, water, certain spices, and some cookware can also be sources of exposure to lead. Through a partnership with Lincoln's Urban Development Department, the Health Department's Environmental Public Health team conducts lead inspections on homes and apartment buildings. If lead hazards are identified, both departments work together to help make the residents lead safe, creating healthier living environments for children and families.
Thank you so much, Director Lopez. Our Lead Safe Lincoln initiative, as she explained, uses a really comprehensive approach to ensuring the health and safety of our community members. And our Urban Development Department is an integral part of our Lead Safe Lincoln team. And I'd now like to invite up Urban Development Director Peter Hind to give an update on their work as a part of this Lead Safe Lincoln initiative. Director Hind?
Thank you, Mayor. Our team at Urban Development, in collaboration with the Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department, has created a cohesive team to ensure a more lead-safe Lincoln. For the past several years, our urban development team has performed inspections, risk assessments, and has mitigated or remediated lead from the homes of low and moderate income families with children under the age of 6. Since the Lead Safe Lincoln initiative launched in 2022, we have performed a total of 94 home inspections and risk assessments. During that same period, we removed lead from 42 properties totaling 52 residents. We've invested from our federal funding over $1.3 million with an average investment per home of $24,000. Our goal for 2024 is to remove lead from 50 residences. I'm excited that our efforts of painting, window and siding replacement, and related lead mitigation and remediation will now be enhanced by this new program to replace residential lead pipe service lines. Together, we are literally getting the lead out of Lincoln and supporting the health of our children and families. Mayor?
Thank you so much, Director Hind, and to all of your team at Urban Development. Our partners on the Lincoln City Council have helped advance this work in numerous ways, including approving the loan that is launching this community-wide program today. So here to talk more about how it's helping his Northwest Lincoln Council District is Lincoln City Council Member Brody Weber. Councilman?
Thank you, Mayor. Today marks a significant moment in our journey towards a safer and healthier Lincoln. I'm excited about the progress of the Lead Safe Lincoln initiative and want to celebrate the resources provided to our wonderful city by the Nebraska Department of Environmental and Energy. This is the next step to ensure the well-being of our residents, especially our children. The work of building a better future never ends. And by addressing this issue proactively, we're not just safeguarding the present, but we're securing a better future for generations to come. This is more than just infrastructure. This is an investment in health and in dignity of every person in our community. This investment underscores this administration's commitment to the residents of North Lincoln, illustrating that our city is here to serve all of our residents. Together, we can build a lead-safe Lincoln, creating a healthier, safer, and more equitable city for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilman. Our work is made possible by what is clearly an all-of-government approach, and that really is dependent on the strong support and partnership of state government. And here to talk more about this loan and the overall mission for Lead Safe Nebraska is Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy Director Jim Macy. Director Macy, thanks for being here today.
Well, thank you, Mayor and teammates. Appreciate that. Lincoln's had a long history of providing safe drinking water to our city residents. The City of Lincoln's willingness to step forward and replace privately owned lead lines is truly remarkable. And it's important that this will provide public health in the community. Nebraska, through the bipartisan infrastructure law, received $145 million through the Drinking Water State Revolving Loan Program. We fund that program and provide those loan monies to communities like yourselves. The State Revolving Fund is a state loan program. However, Lincoln's $32.6 million lead service line replacement financing package will qualify for up to 72% in loan forgiveness or grants, with the remainder of the loan to be paid back at a 0% financing rate over the next 30 years. We hope communities in the state follow Lincoln's leadership to take advantage of all the financial assistance available for lead service line replacement work throughout the state. I'm pleased to be here today for this announcement and to play a role in making these funds available. We commend Lincoln, your leadership, and the lead replacement project, and furthering the Lead Safe Lincoln initiative. This will reduce the community's exposure to lead through drinking water. Thank you for your service.
And thank you so much, Director Macy, for your leadership and support. We really appreciate this partnership. And we want to also extend our gratitude to your colleagues at NDEE who have put in so much work to get us to this moment. Thanks to this historic funding made possible by the bipartisan infrastructure law, our City of Lincoln teams have big plans in the pipeline to ensure that every pipeline in our community is free of lead and provides safe, healthy water for our children and families for years to come. So remember to visit lincoln.ne.gov/leadsafe to get more information about our new program and to see how you might be eligible for assistance. And with that, we'd be happy to open things up for questions from the media.
The $32 million, that's a loan. Will that pay for all the lead pipe replacements?
And right now, the $32.6 million loan will get us the foundation of the project going forward and will cover about 5 years of service line replacements. So that's a little over 2,000 service lines that would be replaced with the $32.6 million.
And then how do you get the rest? What, I guess?
We'll continue to find additional funding, whether that be through continued SRF opportunities as well as grants or any other available funding that we have when the time comes.
Have other cities or communities in the state, have they gotten loans like this, or other communities doing it?
Yes, 4 have.
What are they?
Hastings, what are the other 3?
Director Macy, do you
Omaha, Grand Island, and Kearney.
Oh,
go ahead?
you want me to go up
Sure.
here?
Yeah.
So Hastings, Omaha, Grand Island, and Kearney
For similar programs?
for similar programs.
I know that in some cities in other states, these programs don't cover all the replacement all the way up to the home. How much more is that costing to provide that service? And can you talk?
This program directly provides that service from the water main to the home. That's the whole deal about this. This is a brand new effort. It's very progressive to have the replacement of these lines that expose people to lead and replace it from the service line of the city through the private property owner's land to their house. So this is a very unique program.
Unique in the state, or the other loans, do the other loans do
Unique
the
that
same?
it provides that service between the city's responsibility and the lands. No, it's
all the communities that
all-
have those? Okay.
any community that is identified as having lead contaminated pipes is eligible for this program.
Any other questions?
And when does it start? When will you actually start digging up the dirt?
So we are going to put out a request for proposals for those plumbing contractors to assist us with this. So that will start here any day now, and we hope to get this going this construction season.
I just want to underscore again how grateful we are to be able to offer this, as Director Macy described it, unique and progressive opportunity. We, of course, will work with property owners and ask for their collaboration. This is not mandated, but it is important and an opportunity for them to have this done at no cost to them. That's what's really kind of groundbreaking, literally and figuratively, about this program. Anybody else have any questions? I know we have a couple people online, members of the media. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time and attention today. Thank you so much to our partners at every level of government, and especially Director Macy and NDEE and Councilman Weber and the Lincoln City Council for helping us get to this moment, and to all of our team at the city. This is an incredibly collaborative effort, and we're so grateful for the partnership that is helping us to get the lead out. Thank you.